Well, hey guys, it's Mick here. I kind of started a new project this morning. Just didn't plan on it, just kind of happened. But what I'm doing is, I've noticed in the laundry room, which honestly I don't spend much time in here. This is like one of the things that my wife does take care of, and I'm grateful for that because I hate doing laundry and she does it all. But I noticed that it was starting to get a little dusty in here. And so the first thing I checked was my connection back here, the hose for the dryer, the vent, ours vent's outside. I thought, well, maybe it came loose, but it didn't. So I thought, well, and while I had the dryer pulled out, it was dirty as frig back there because, I don't know, we've been in our house for 11 years now, and I've maybe pulled the dryer out one or two times to just kind of vacuum around it, but I've never actually cleaned the dryer out. So I went ahead and I took the hose off the back, and it's kind of turned into a man project because now I'm taking stuff apart. But I took the hose off the back and it was just full of crap, so I vacuumed it all out, and back where it connects to the back of the dryer, I sucked that all out. Then there's some vents on the back of the dryer. We got an electric dryer, by the way, but I sucked all that. There was all kinds of crap in there. Sucked all that out. And I checked that hose, that vent tube real good, and there's no cuts or anything in it, so I don't think that's where the dust is coming from. I thought, well, maybe this thing's just getting loaded up enough that it's chooching it out on me. So I started looking in here and I'm like, holy crap, there's a lot of stuff in there. So now I'm going to start taking this apart because I don't know if you can see all that stuff down in there. Holy cow. I'm going to try to get all that cleaned out. So anyway, that's what I'm working on today, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got part of the front pulled off, and that's down there is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm still going to get the old vacuum out and clean her all out, but what I still really want to get into is this part here, because it's just full of stuff. So we'll get there, and I don't know, if you remember a while back I made a video about my washing machine because it was like stinking all the time, and I took it all apart, and there's like all kinds of, it was like a felt mat that had formed from the soap and the lint from the clothes that had formed around the sides of the drums that I pulled off. Oh, it was gross, but check that out. And I know some of the comments I got on that video is people were asking me, well, how do I take my washer apart to do that? Well, here's the deal. I'm doing my dryer. I'm going at it man style. I don't know what the frick I'm doing. I'm just taking it apart. If I see a screw, I'm taking it out, seeing how it comes apart. That's how you take it apart. I don't know. I'm not a guy to work on that kind of stuff. I don't do that for a living. I don't know how to answer those questions other than just start taking it apart. That's what I do. And hopefully when you put it back together, you don't have any leftover screws. And if you do, then you just hope it still works. So, right? Isn't that how men do stuff? So be a man, take it apart. Alright, so we got a little further. I've just been taking some of these screws out here, but this still won't come out. It looks like it's attached to the drum. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to take these brackets out and pull this front plate off of the drum. And I don't know, I hope I can get this thing back together. But another good trick too, if you don't know what you're doing, take pictures as you go so you can remember how stuff go back together, because sometimes that's my problem, is I get it apart, no problem, and then I can't remember how it goes back together. But I'm laying my screws out as I take them out. I'm laying up here in order, so I should, when I start putting it back together, that kind of helps. Because like I said, I don't know what I'm doing per se. I'm just figuring it out. So we're going to now pull that front part off of that drum, I guess. Alright, and looky there. We got into it. So look at all the, I haven't done nothing with this. Look at all that junk that's in the fan. And then come over here and it's, holy cow, there's a whole bunch of stuff just piled up right here. And then this is the screen from the inside where it gets the lint out. And look, this thing is about 80% clogged up. So doing this might, hopefully, make my dryer a whole lot more efficient. I know one thing that goes bad on these dryers, you got a felt strip here, that this is the drum rides on that. That's a wear point on these. And then I'm not going to get back there, but there's a belt on this drum too that goes bad, pretty much with all dryers. So that's, you know, these things are pretty easy to get into. So we're just gonna now get her all cleaned up and hopefully get her all put back together. Alright, so we started vacuuming it out, and this piece, which I finished taking off, this stuff is just crusted in there, and this thing is like plastic welded together, so I can't take it apart, and you can, I don't know if you can see, it's just loaded with crap. So I'm going to take it and freaking hose it all out. I don't know how else to clean that out. But man, this thing's just loaded with crap. Alright, I got it all back together, and I got, in true manly fashion, one leftover part. But I actually think this was laying inside the dryer. I don't think this was my leftover part. I think it came from the factory with this laying in there. And I'm pretty sure this is just a clip to hold some wires somewhere, so I don't know. Hopefully it's nothing important. So let's see. We got the old Dyson vacuum cleaner is what we did most of the sucking out with, but look at this. Look at all, this was empty when I started. Almost filled the canister up. Actually, I did fill the canister up with crap out of that dryer. So that's pretty crazy. So now the moment of the truth. It's all back together. Hey, the door closes. That's a start. Let's see if she works. Ta-da! Oh, it even sounds better. It was making some funny noises. It's not doing that no more. So anyway, yeah, you know what? You've been using your dryer for a while. Maybe it's time to clean it. Well, that's all I got today. Thanks for watching.